I wouldn't be the person I am today without gaming. My patience, my friends, my determination, my taste in music, my curiosity, all of those things have been molded by some form by gaming. And if you clicked on this video, I think you kind of had your life changed by gaming as well. Welcome back to Battle Budz. This is a channel with a mission to help gamers better themselves in their communities through connection, competition, and support. I am Charles, and I've been gaming for a lot of my life, pretty much the majority of it. And now as a 30-year-old, when I look back on my life and how gaming has molded me in certain ways, and no, I don't mean the video games themselves changed my life. I mean the way I interacted with them and how that interaction changed my worldview. And it changed my world through in three areas. The areas where I always can talk about is connection, competition, and support. And in this video today, I'm going to give you my story of how gaming has changed me in those three areas. And in so, I hope that you are able to see something in yourself as well. Every adventure starts with a start button or an X button, however you want to play it. But for me, I did not know where that really started. I was too young to actually fully remember the whole story, so I had to go to the lady who actually bought me my first console, and that'd be my mother. Take me to the moment of my first console. Like, how did it come about again?
Oh, I was in college and I got you for the week and brought you to college with me. And my roommate, Ezra, that's what's Ezra, I think that was her name. I forgot her name. But anyway, she was like, I'll keep him while you go to class. I was like, okay. So I went to class for an hour and a half, got back. You were sitting there playing the game and you were all into it. I was like, he does not know how to play a game. He's a little kid. He shouldn't be playing the game. She said, oh, leave this kid alone. Me and him been having fun. And I was like, okay. And so when Christmas time rolled around, I said, you know what? I'm going to buy him a Super Nintendo, his own Super Nintendo game. And it was a Batman game that you guys was playing. So I was like, why not buy him Batman? Because she taught him how to play that game. So that's how that came about.
Wait, so how old was I though?
You were about 2.5, 3 years old. One of those.
I think it's funny because now that I watch videos on that game, I'm like, I had to be stupid young. What do you mean I was able to get through the first level? And now I'm realizing as a 2-year-old, I was playing that level of video games in that way, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, but the good part about it, you were able to take instructions as she taught you, and you remember what she taught you when you got your own game. That was the funny part about it.
That's funny. I wonder, should she teach me how to put it together too? Because I remember you telling me I ended up putting it together.
No. She didn't teach you how to put it together. I did not know how to put it together. And you were like, and you turned the TV around and you looked at the plugs, you looked at this, and then you just switched around what I did, and there was the game. I said, what in the world? How did you know to do that? And then my mom was like, you don't know your colors. All he did was matched up the colors to the TV. And that was so funny. Like, he had the intelligence. You had the intelligence to see what was wrong and fix it. And then once the game popped up, you sit down and start playing.
Now, we all can have that memory of our first console. It could be your parents that got it for you. It could be a hand-me-down from your brothers, or it could be something that you bought with a garage sale with your little scraps of your allowance. No matter what, we all remember who gave us that first console, how we acquired it, and how it made us feel. That's something that connects you to a higher thing. It connects you to a network of other people who had that feeling. And once you've had it, you now can go out and make new friends and make new connections. I was a military child growing up, so I moved around a lot, and that by far was my easiest go-to method of connection with people. Hey, you game? What system do you have? How long you've had it? Oh man, you have an N64 as well? Man, let me come over and play it. I got an extra controller. You got this cartridge? We can trade sometimes. Like that, it was foolproof because you knew the person you're talking to shared a certain passion as you. What my mom gave me that Christmas wasn't just a video game. It was connection to my future friends. It was connection to who I am as a person and growing as a person. It was the connection of being able to stand up for myself in areas where I didn't think I had the capability to. So thanks, Mom, for the connection. Compete. Strive to gain or win something by defeating or establishing superiority. What are people trying to get superiority of? I know for me personally, it was superiority of mind, superiority of thought. I have this uncle, and when I was living with my dad for a bit, this uncle introduced me to one of my favorite fighting game franchises, Tekken. And the way he introduced it to me was, hey, when you finish your work, we can play some Tekken. I've seen him play this a couple times. I've seen him win. So I'm like, oh, it must be easy. It can't be that hard. This man proceeds to wax me. Like hundreds of matches to nothing. Didn't let me win. And what are you supposed to do at that point? You can't slam doors. You can't cuss. You can't do anything like retaliatory or else you're going to get a whooping. Like, that was a competition against self. And that's where I think personal growth is something that games inherently teach you. And it's not just co-op games that do it. You can have games like Dark Souls or anything made from Software or Celeste, for instance. Those games, while they are single player experiences, force you to compete with yourself and ask yourself, what does it take to get good? What does it take to be good at games? Is that something everybody can do? Or does it take a type of person to compete with oneself and compete with others through adversity or through knowledge, through lack thereof of knowledge? Will they continue to pursue superiority? The story I have for this section is when I was first at K-State, I normally create spaces where I use gaming to connect with people. So I would take like the lobby and I would be able to just play my game out there and I'll sit out there and game. Whoever was interested or walked past would be like, oh, that's cool, let me join. Well, obviously I was playing Tekken one day and I'm waxing everybody that's on the floor. I'm like, haha, I'm good because I've been playing for a while. Well, somebody on the floor invited their friend over to the dorm floor and they were good. They were like professionally good. And it was my weird experience. It was like a re-encounter with my Uncle Tony moment. Years later down the road in this college dorm, I'm feeling those same feelings I felt as a child. And while it wasn't 100 matches to 0, it was like 100 to 50. After that 150th match, it really clicked on me, the skill difference between me and him. How much more time did he spend noticing frame data? How many hours has he spent inside of a training room with a specific character? How many hours upon hours has he spent just playing the game along more than me? Those things matter, and those things showcase the type of person who is dedicated to growing a skill in something that not many people have the capability of doing. And when you run into people like that, most of the time, it's pretty humbling. It's not a fun experience, but you never can be mad at the experience because it's never not a bad thing to lose to people better than you, especially if you're growing from the person you were before. Support. To bear all or part of the weight of, to hold up. To give assistance, to enable a function or an action. We all need some support sometimes. And as a support main in most games, I'm always the first to try to give that to people. Whether it's Battlefield 6, I'm on my way and you press X right before I get there, I still tried. Whether it's Apex Legends and I'm lifeline and you yelling at me to give you health, even though I told you not to go down that way, I still try. And even if it puts me out of cover, I'm always there to try to give assistance in any way I can. But there are times where you, as a person, have to recognize you're the one that needs the assistance. You're the one that has to ping for health. You're the one that has to make the efforts to crawl to a safe space. Or sometimes you have to be the one to admit you were wrong to take the decision you did. But no matter what, there are people there to support you. And the story in my life that matches this is when I was academically dismissed from K-State. It was a really rough time. It was a time period where I was questioning, do I match my peers? They were graduating. I'm still in college. Am I a failure at this point? Is there something wrong with me personally? Am I playing this game wrong? Those are all types of questions that surfaced. But games, once again, allowed me to have connection to people who weren't physically around me, but they were there mentally around me. When they know it's a rough day, they get me to go online. They get me to jump in a party chat. Even if we're not gaming that night, just being in the party chat talking was nice. It was something that I needed, didn't know I need. And I'm thankful for that. I'm thankful for those silent game moments where you're gaming in silence. Your homie probably messed up a shot and you can't get mad. You're just sitting there mad, but you know that it's going to be okay. Or those silent gaming sessions where you didn't know how close your homie was to making an action that they would regret, but you stayed there anyway in that silence to let them know that you're there. Even if you can't do something yourself, your presence can. And that presence is normally all that's really needed. And that's my 3 points. I hope that my stories of how I viewed gaming and how they affected my lives in certain places have shown you, or at least revealed to you in some ways in your life, how without gaming there's certain things that you wouldn't have an idea on. And I hope it proves under my title that games have changed you. I know they've changed me. Now, for the question of the day, that was whack. What quality in your life has gaming built up? Whether it's your competitive side. Is it your problem solving skills? Is it your connection with other people? Or your artistic side because you have a dope Animal Crossing island? I don't know. But hey, give me your answers in the YouTube comments or the Discord channel. Please check out the Discord channel. It's going to have a question of the day tab and you can put your answers there. Makes it easier for me to find you in case I want to ask you a follow-up question. Now, thank you for your time. I can't say it enough. If you stayed through to this video to this point, I greatly appreciate you. Thank you for your time to give me the chance to open your mind or at least expand the thought of how gaming has changed you. Now, if you've liked this video in any way, shape, and form, please give it a like, comment in the comment section. I would love to hear you guys and your responses. And if you are a type of gamer that recognizes that I love seeing gaming through the lenses of competition, connection, or support, please consider subscribing to the channel. It reminds me that I'm not alone out here in that thought, and I try to make content for the type of people that are like me. And send this to your co-op homie that you know that you have to keep it reviving every time so they recognize that, hey, I am very patient because of you. You've built my patience. Well, once again, thank you guys for your time. I greatly appreciate you coming out, and never forget to compete, support, and connect with one another. Until the next lobby, or until the next video, I'll see you. Peace.